You know, I've been preparing this for the past 6 months, and it's all been leading up to this day, to this 2 weeks, for months. And the day before, I twist my foot and get injured. And instead of calling the shows off, it's how can then you retreat, and how can you still show something but completely stripped back and not at this capacity where you have to be bigger, to move, to eat up the stage. How can you reduce that and still create something special in the moment that people can walk away and still feel that they've experienced something without having to break yourself? That was interesting and something that I've never experienced before.
Into the blue, like there was a door.
There's a lot of frustration because you've worked so hard to enhance the piece, the choreography, the steps, to make things look aesthetically pleasing, maybe. But for me, what is also extremely important is the essence of the piece and the story and how that is also translated. So yeah, I would be lying, you know, if I were to say that I'm not 100% fit. I
wonder if there's more. 'Cause when you went away, you were looking.
It always feels nice to come back to this spot, and that's why I wanted to also create a piece that was mainly dedicated to the area and the surroundings. And I feel the characters that I wanted to portray in this unique story was, of course, a father figure, and another aspect of this piece was friendship. And these two topics have been circulating on my mind since I wanted to explore this piece, and how those relationships also exist in the environment of Lyon and the mountains.
The cuckoo will always sing your name.
We tend to always focus on the next new thing, the next best thing, you know, and we push what was in existence aside, even though that might carry so much knowledge and experience. And that was why, for me, it was important to introduce an older artist and dancer to the stage to remind us that, on one hand, age is just a number, because as we spoke, I still feel many times like a kid, and yet the age doesn't define us. And so that was really important for me to showcase that and to empower as well. That just because you're getting old doesn't mean that you still can't do these things, that you still can't inspire.
Like there was a door, you were looking.
People are looking to form close relationships but aren't sure how. And I'm, of course, very interested in listening to podcasts, and I remember listening to a podcast by Simon Sinek where he talks about the loneliness pandemic, and that people are really suffering and feeling this sense of loneliness no matter how surrounded they are with people, because we're losing that sense of connection. We've lost that ability to communicate. This story and this piece, I would say that aspect I wanted to really explore and tell the unique friendship of two young males growing older together, and what that means, and especially in a place like the mountains, where there are so very few people. So how is a friendship evolving in an environment like this, where you know you need people, you need to make those connections in order to feel sane as well, and that's what makes it really special here.